Okay, let's do this. Okay. I think we're on, or something. I guess we're on. I don't know what's going on here. Hello, welcome to the Wide Army Spotlight here on JLJ Media. I am the JLJ of JLJ of JLJ of JLJs. I was told I have a twin at the Glendale Kaiser, and her is just as nice as I am. Who knows? Welcome to the show. I'm here with my girls who are all things Genoa City, Amanda Russ and Tami Govea. Hello, you guys.
Hi, guys.
Morning.
Okay, time for some housekeeping as you guys come into the chat room. I'm going to scream at you guys because I did a show about positivity and you bitches gave it only 60 views. When I come on here and rant and rave and talk shit about everybody, it gets 400, 500 views.
I'm telling
you. What's wrong with you people? Are you guys all S&M sadomasochists? You like when I yell at you?
Drama.
They want drama. They want drama, you guys. I do a good show about positivity and lift each other up. And what do I get? 60 views in a week.
They don't want sunshine and lollipops. People want drama with the lollipop thrown in, and then more and a little lollipop thrown in.
Well, I'm not happy about that. I want to do a positive show this week. You better show up, people. Shit. Anyway, today's shows will be sponsored by James Lott Jr. After this, we're doing Bold and Beautiful. Now that show, woo, we got lots. LOTTTTTTTTTTT talk about. You want to see what about soapiness and the fan? I have so many reactions to the fan reaction. We're talking about that on that show. And yes, Tami, there's always time limits. I'm just letting you know now before she starts again about time limits. What? And then, we always say, I just like to end the show. We always start talking like, you always like, I don't want to end. I have to go to another show. I have Frank. Yes, I'm being Frank. We're talking about General Hospital. I can't say what I want to say because Tami hasn't watched Fridays yet, but if you watch Fridays, you know what I'm talking about.
God.
Harmony. Crazy. And this weird Ice Princess. Are we ready for Ice Princess Part 2.0?
Part 2?
Yeah, I'm not even sure about that either. But that'll be at 1 o'clock today. So all of those, yes. All right, hello everybody. It's the chat room. We all got our coffees. We got our Crimson Light shirts on. We're gonna get started. Okay.
Well, nobody gave me the memo about the Crimson Light shirts. So.
Yeah.
But I do have the Crimson Light bra on. So.
That'll work.
You do see a little perky this morning. I love it. It's great. I love it. It's great. But you're always just pretty, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter what you're wearing. It doesn't matter. Ken Clark is back in here again. He wasn't here last week. He said, Amanda, I'm back. Missed you guys. He's talking to you apparently. Okay, so but everybody, hello. Hello.
Finally. Ethel. Hey, Ken.
Shonda, Ethel, George, Susan, Janae, you guys are all coming. So good. Okay. All righty. I'm going to start with this. This is a story that I'm going to start with because I actually do kind of like it. I'm curious where it's going. Well, let's see. Jack, Phyllis, Diane, Allie, Ashley, Tracy, Billy. I'm sorry. Before I begin all that, someone's brought up in the chat room.
ISA.
Hello, you guys. I am independent.
JLJ. JLJ.
Yes, I am Independent Series Award winner, James Lott Jr. For Best Ensemble for Forever Day Season 2. And that includes Lucretia Lyon, because she was there to co-accept the award. So, and Tony Moore, you played JJ. So my chocolate twin, they are co-ISA award winners. So thank you, ISAs. Thank you to Roger Newcomb and Susan Berger who run these things. And all my other friends who won, Anthony Anderson and Eric Fellows, everybody who won. So yes, it's weird to get another award, but I'm very, very excited. Philip Boyce is in the chat room. He's all Amanda section. He's like waving Amanda. Usually he's all about Tami Govea. Now he's looking at Amanda all of a sudden.
I must look good today in my shirt.
Your shirt, okay. Everybody's kind of breasty today. I kind of like that. I love it. But thank you very much. So seriously, I took a chance on doing an audio drama, and they're on my other one. I do so many others now but it was because of Forever Day. I wouldn't have done it if it wasn't for him. And we would have done it if it wasn't for you guys who actually tune in and listen to it. So my latest hit is Jet Boy. Is a big hit for us. That's our latest hit. And I'll be back for season 2. So thank you very, 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 very much. Okay, so anyway, back to the story, because you guys mentioned back to the storyline. We had 2 things going on that I thought I kind of liked. We have Eileen Davidson looking wonderful with a new hair color, very cottony and blonde. Feeling very protective of the Abbott name. Very much about that. And I love the sibling talks. We have that going on. And over here, oh my God, there were a couple of delicious moments between Jack and Phyllis, and Diane and Phyllis, and Diane and Jack and Phyllis. And then I thought of Tami for some weird reason. When Allie showed up alone to talk to Diane, I can hear Tami going, "Don't do it! Don't go and don't do it!" So we got a lot of talking.
I was expecting Allie to go, ha ha ha, throw the purse down.
She didn't.
Yeah, like we did it.
My paranoia is officially disposed of.
Well, because we'll start with her, just because it was literally we were not working together. They were not working together.
Done.
This is done. She went to her for advice as an outsider. Tell me, I kept saying, "Don't fall for Diane. Don't fall for Diane." What do you guys think about that part?
I was surprised because Diane actually said really good things about. She didn't trash them. I thought, oh, now she's gonna trash them.
Oh,
She
sweetheart, she's luring little innocent Allie into her freaking web. Okay, when Allie says, "Oh, your relationship with Kyle was just like yours and my dad's," no.
I said, I told you, Tami. I knew. I thought of Tami. I knew it.
No, it's nothing like your relationship with your father, Allie. No.
Oh my God, I was falling for it.
No.
See, I told you. I thought of Tami.
Sheila.
I thought of Tami.
It's like Sheila. Do not give her like a half a pinky. Don't.
I'm going to mention Peter Bergman shirtless. Yes. What's about the flashbacks in a second? What's on right now? Then the flashbacks literally were a parade of Michelle Stafford's hairstyles.
Right?
I was like, I text her. I go, "Girl, you've had every hairstyle on earth." And she was laughing so hard. I get flashbacks were just like, oh, up here, curly, straight, short, cut, blunt. It was just like, it's just doing hairstyles. And Jack, when she was like, I remember that scene, she at the pool, and Diane tried to get in there, and she's like, "I want to go to you." And she took her thing off, and she obviously was naked. And then Jack took off his top.
I know, she was just standing there full frontal, like,
Yep.
and wow.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Candace Mack, I'm not convinced Allie is all that innocent.
Oh, don't be all Ashley, Candace.
Candace, you're being Ashley now.
You're being all Ashley. Stop.
Well, because on her end, I thought Ashley brought up some kind of good points.
Well, okay, I love Ashley, but okay, where have you been, Ashley?
Thank
All of a
you.
sudden, you're going to sweep on in and be all concerned for Jack. No,
Getting everybody's business.
But I love the siblings. Tracy, I love they did that. Tracy is so cute. She's like, "I know the romance, right?" And it's just the 3 of them, and they always include Billy. I love it. I love it.
he needs that. Poor little Billy. He needs that inclusivity. Because
Those are his big sisters. He needs that. He needs that. And I love that they always reminded me these are the Abbott siblings. Like they actually played them up a lot. And I'm glad we're seeing more. Beth Maitland looks amazing. It's great. She's got a new hair color too. It's cute. Her color is cute also. I just thought she's so cute. I was just like, hey, maybe it really is gonna work. And blah blah blah. And I'm like, why not? So
She's super sweet.
She is.
She's like, oh, it'll work out.
maybe I almost got teared up when she says, maybe it's finally Jack's time.
To say that. She did say that.
And they brought up that necklace, the pendant or whatever, the magical pendant.
Yeah, she did say that.
What's that necklace? What is she doing?
Not a teardrop. It's the thing that they had for the mother. And excuse me, Mom. I just had an egg McMuffin. Sorry, folks.
I'm so jealous.
It's eating.
Come on to my shoulder. Let me grab you. Good boy.
Okay. I'm like, ooh, I need to be belched. I burped it. I was gonna say I was belching as it came up. But no, but I just think it's, Ashley's being protective big sister. Tracy is the middle sister who's always kind of optimistic. Billy's just like he's Billy. I'm just glad. I'm glad they always play them. I thought it was just really cute scenes between the Abbotts. That Abbott living room is just like legendary. I'm so glad his set is still there. Yes, Tracy always looks the best in everybody. She's just always that's their roles. I just kind of like that they all play out. I mean, don't mess with Tracy. Tracy will get down too if she needs to. Don't mess with her. But it's just kind of like she's kind of like let's see how this plays out. And then Bill was like, let's just see how it plays out. So let's see what's going on. But she's becoming a chemical engineer just like her father. Well, I'm like, oh yeah, Ash, you feel a little jealous or something because you're in the chemical thing too. I'm like,
I know okay. She came in like she had all this dirt. Well, I've been looking into her, and then she's like, she's in college, and I was like, what? That's the dirt. Like, what?
I know that was it. Okay, but everybody agrees. We're trying to figure out when Diane mentioned her. Oh, how about your mother? She's like, let's change the subject. It's about Kyle. I mean, so maybe, hopefully, like Tami said, hopefully the mother's coming. So I hope maybe there's something going on there, and I'd totally invite. I'd love it. I would love it. So I don't, But you guys are talking in the chat room about it being, you can't be a white person because her mother has to be Asian. Because she doesn't look, because her father's half Asian, because through Jack, she showed that to make how she would look. I mean, it would be kind of rare if she was white and he was half and she turned out looking Asian. But I guess it can happen. But I hope it's an Asian person, please. This is
No, I would love that.
Because we see on other shows, Selena Wu, Lee, they're all working. People, they can act. Hello, folks. Tina Wang on days, they can act.
There's a whole stable of folks out there.
Yeah, there are. So I'm just thinking. I don't think we bring anybody else on to be an overkill because people need a shady Asian mom. Yeah, sure, I like that, Janae. A shady Asian mom. Sold, the highest bidder. But no, I just think that I think the people are thinking it could be somebody else. So I'm like, no, I think Diane's the bombshell. That's the bombshell. Is Diane, and it has to keep exploding as everybody finds out. So I gotta tell you, the scene that got me, I had to write it down. Okay, so we're gonna talk about Phyllis and all that when they first meet up, but it's towards the end of that huge exchange, and Diane knows what she's doing too. She knew what she was doing when he says, "I'll tell Kyle, if he doesn't want anything to do with you, you need to go away. You need to leave him alone." And she says, "I'm like, oh my God!" She was so shady.
Oh,
isn't that what you did to Chemo? And Peter Bergman, his eyes were like, "I'm gonna beat this bitch down."
Yeah.
And Phyllis was like, "Okay, time to get your purse." I mean, Phyllis jumped up.
It looked like he had stuck his fingers into an electric socket.
Yeah, yes.
Because the initial reaction to that was, and then there was that, you little, time to go, Jack.
Time to go, Jack. I guess like, here we go. I mean, that was so rude. That was so, and Chemo died. That was so rude in his house. Yeah. It was like, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I was shocked. I was like, oh, she didn't just say that.
But Peter Bergman, just his acting, but when his eyes got so big, like, I'm just going to beat this. How dare you say? I was waiting for a whole thing to come out, but it feels like, let's go. Let's go. She was smart. She was like, yeah, don't let,
Yeah, this isn't a sprint. This is going to be a marathon. We got to pace ourselves here. So,
but I was
just gonna say, when Phyllis first came,
let's go there.
Favorite part. Oh, is that what you're about to go to?
Yeah, we go there next. Okay. I still mentioned that one part, like, she was just, Peter Bergman's acting was so, it was just like, his eyes got so big. It was like, he had no words. Like, no words came out. It was just like, what did you just say to me, baby?
I feel like that's so realistic, because when someone says something to you that you just totally are not expecting, a lot of times you can't even
Yes.
you're just so shocked that you're like,
because you're like, I can't believe they said this to me, or you're like, did he just say this? Like you turn around to them.
Yeah, you're like in shock.
Well, and it feels too like you got punched in the gut.
Yes.
You know, there's that moment where you're literally emotionally winded.
Yes.
And I'm sorry. And this is James always says this and always pisses me off. There's an element of truth to what she said. There's no comparison.
No comparison, but there's
no comparison. But the abandonment element is there.
Yes.
I still want to slap her upside the head, though.
Right. The timing was. I always say this. There's always truth in the villains when they say stuff. There's always truth in there.
Yeah. Layered with manipulation and pushing buttons and.
Yes, but this case, this was completely across the line.
Yeah.
It was. I mean, it was like, yeah. So, but okay. So going to the beginning, the funniest part. I mean, Michelle Stafford's. I know she's my friend. She's the bomb. She's so good. When she's at Il Giardino, which is getting, I mean, I should be the waiter there.
I know. I don't know why you don't have this through line.
Exactly.
Yeah, they should have.
Yes.
Come on.
So they're there, and when Jack tells her, I had to write this down. This is my quote of the week, and I had to write down.
This is the best.
It's the best. So, okay, are you ready? Here's the shocking part. He's like, here's a shocking. It's like total friends. Like I'm like Tami, Amanda. That's not it. Let me tell you. Here's the shocking part. Diane's alive. Diane who? And that'd be the first reaction. Like, well, like Diane who? Diane Jenkins. Her face. Like, no. And it was so funny the way she went. So let's go through this moment by moment. So this first part, wasn't it funny how she was kind of like more concerned about Jack going crazy, but trying to like
Jack. I know you've been through a lot.
Yeah. And it's okay. It's okay.
Okay. But Diane is dead.
That was so funny. She was like trying to be a good friend. Like I know. Like you get friends, you feel like, okay, going off the rails a little bit right now.
Jack is off. But she's dead, Jack. Yeah. Dead, Jack.
And my favorite line, Diane Jenkins is dead and burning in hell. That was my favorite line of the whole thing.
And the way she said it, she was so serious. She was like, what? Like, no, she's dead. She's burning in hell. Like, what? I was like, oh, that was amazing. Yeah. I loved that.
That's a good one. And then he's like, so then, and of course he had commercials, they come back, so he has to explain it to her. And again, my buddy Deacon Sharp, my buddy Sean King gets mentioned again. And she was like, oh, when you said Deacon Sharp, she went, oh. I was like, that's so funny.
The element of Deacon is added to the insanity,
yes,
possibility of anything. It's like, oh, if Deacon was involved, then
yes. So that leads up to the line everybody loved, and I'm sure we loved it too. When they finally meet, and Jack, she opens the door, and it's Jack. And then he steps aside, and when that Phyllis slinks in front of him, and she's just looking at him, and he's like, "Oh, I didn't know you were in town." She goes, "Phyllis, I know you were in town. I didn't know you were still alive."
You know what was interesting? Okay, then again, this is coming from an actor's POV, and I don't know if this was Michelle's choice or directors. It was the writers. So Diane opens the door, Jack is there, and then he steps aside. Now there are two options. Phyllis could have literally just stepped in, but that didn't happen. I heard running. Like she ran into that moment. If you take a look at that scene again, you hear her heels go click, 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 click.
Oh, okay.
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, I was so busy. I was so busy.
She ran into it and she's like,
she went right in front of Jack. She was like, right in front of Jack.
She's like, so there was there's two completely different energies. If she was right next to Jack and she just stepped in, as opposed to running into it and like, Diane, you know what I mean? So Michelle, ask your friend, like,
yes, I know, right? I
know this was a long time ago.
I know, right?
2 weeks ago, but like, do you remember that moment? And was that your choice?
Well, like Cherie says, Michelle does put her quirky vibes into her characters. She does.
Yeah.
The way she leans in sometimes or sits back, her hair tossed, and just whatever she does. She's just gorgeous every time she just.
The energy was much more confrontational.
It was. Yeah, she's a wrecking ball. I know. And so they show flashbacks, of course, throughout the whole episode, which showed us all three of them, plus the Kyle thing, the custody. I mean, it was so much going on there. But Phyllis, once she realized Diane was alive, I love that she was telling Jack, no, you have to tell Kyle now. Like, yes. I can't believe I'm telling you this, but you have to tell him. Because
I completely agree.
Yeah, me too.
Don't you? Because it's not Jack's choice to make, it's Kyle's.
But I get, as a parent, I'm a parent, so I do understand. You want to, because he keeps talking about how I was there when he fell apart. That, I mean, a parent will never forget that. My grandson lost his father when he was a teenager. I was in a conference. I left that conference, flew cross country to be there for him. And I saw the pain he was going through. I will never forget it for the rest of my life. And my grandson will be 23 this month. And so I'm saying, I see where the parent part comes in. You're just like, this is gonna really upend his life. It's gonna change everything. And everything Jack said was true. He grieved for nothing. I mean, it's gonna be it's effed up.
It's different. You know, you lose your parent, but his parent was murdered.
Right.
That's a whole other trauma that he's had to compartmentalize his entire life.
Yes.
Right.
Let's back up for a second, going back to Phyllis saying to Jack, you need to tell Kyle. It was more than Kyle's an adult. He needs to know this because he's older now. And it just harkens back to how strong their friendship and their relationship is between Jack and Phyllis. I'm getting like goosebumps because Phyllis says, Jack, you have to tell Kyle yourself. You cannot let Diane blindside him like she blindsided you.
Yep,
and
I agree with all of that.
I never thought about that.
No, but me neither. Yeah, me neither. So she said, Phyllis said that.
We saw her get the phone number and like she's trying to call Kyle. And I was like, oh my God, Phyllis, I love you so much. Thank you for protecting Jack like this. And Kyle. It was awesome. That was so
She likes Kyle because she likes Kyle. She always likes Kyle. And Kyle makes her daughter happy, like she said. But she said all those things you just said, she was saying, she was like, this is Diane. Like, this is Diane. It's back to Phyllis saying, takes one to know one, I get it. Like she said a week before. Like, schemers, no scheme. Bullshitters, no bullshit. Like, you can't, come on. So she's like, this is Diane. She'll control the narrative. She'll do her own thing. You have to get on top of it. And Jack said, I can't do it on the phone. I was like, thank God, you don't do it on the phone. You guys are rich. Get the jet going. Bring him back to, so him and Harrison are coming back. No Summer, of course. We know why, of course. But bringing him back. And so good, it'll be in person. And he will tell him. And I'm just like, I'm very curious to see if Michael Mueller can pull it off. We know Peter Berger's going to pull it off. I mean, effortlessly. I'm curious to see what this is probably the strongest storyline he's ever going to have.
Totally.
So and I love Mike.
And this is worth him coming back for. Like, right? We don't know what the scenario was for him leaving, but I'm sure when he got that phone call, said, hey, we want you back. Here's a storyline. He was like, oh my God, I can't say that. Yeah, I'm on board. But can we just talk about the armchair responses from Phyllis in the house?
Yes.
Diane is like, oh, Phyllis, you look great. You must be doing great. I heard you got this hotel. And Phyllis is like, I'm doing wonderful. I'm doing fabulous. I have come such a long way. I've put I know how to put things into perspective. I know how to put other people's feelings and my own, right? Clearly, things you do not understand.
I know. I know. And she did this while sitting down. Because she plopped down. She walked out and plopped down that chair. I laughed so hard she plopped. Yeah. Oh my God. She plopped down that chair. And from that chair, I mean, Michelle can do anything. She can do anything.
I was just I was laughing. So I was like, oh my God, Diane, just go, just leave.
Well, see, what's funny is, homegirl Diane just started going, oh, so you guys are still together? Are you guys a couple? And I love that Phyllis didn't answer the question as goes, you're still obsessed with us as a couple.
I'm glad Jack and Phyllis didn't clarify anything. Like, they don't need to clarify anything.
No. But she just goes,
Tammy's like, that ain't your business, okay? Tammy's like, I don't have to clarify anything to you.
Because the thing was, Ashley was the wrong person. Phyllis was kind of like, you come back from the dead. The first thing you talk about is Jack's love life. That's kind of weird. And so, but Diane was kind of oddly obsessed with these two.
She always has been.
Right. So I'm saying it came out. So Diane hasn't changed, folks. She hasn't
James. But she said she did.
She said she's changed, so I'll believe her, sure.
You know what, though? I think Phyllis is right in this whole thing. Because if Kyle found out that Jack knew and didn't tell him, he would lose it.
Yeah. Well, see, Jack doesn't want to lose another son, obviously. That's number one. And he wants to keep Allie. So he's trying to juggle both. He wants to keep Allie. He doesn't want Diane to ruin that either. He wants to keep Allie, wants to keep Kyle, wants to keep Harrison. He wants to keep his little family. And I think it was smart. But having her pretend she was Ashley, is Aunt Ashley Abbott. I'm like, okay, Diane. They should know her voice.
Here's my question. So Kyle's a father. The mother is a piece of work.
Oh, yeah.
So now his mother comes back into his life. He's a parent. Kyle's a parent. He gets the I need to protect my son situation.
Right.
Especially protect my son from his mother, who has been proven to be dangerous. So now he's got Tara as an example of that, and he's got his mother as an example of that. So I'm really hoping he's going to hold on to that and not get sucked in to her, I've changed and I ache for you every day BS that she told Allie. Are you?
Oh, Tami, he is going to just dive right into it. He's going to fall right into it.
Kyle, this has nothing to do with Kyle. This is like Sheila. She wants Jack back.
Mommy.
She wants to be back in the Abbotts, just like Sheila wants to be back in the Forrester clan.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That's what it is. No, that's what it is.
Kyle has always been a pawn for her, and he will continue to be.
Everybody, thank you.
All right, goodbye. I'm done.
Done. Hey, we've broken Tami once again.
We always break her. Cry, James.
We always break her.
Kyle's nice. Of course he's gonna fall for it. He's gonna be like, my mommy.
Exactly. He's a nice guy. He's a nice guy. And it's gonna be, and Diane's gonna use it every ounce of it. And Jack and Phil's gonna hold on to their hats.
Yeah. Well, every time Kyle starts to melt down, Phyllis will be there going, oh! He will be there going, oh! Ashley will be there going, oh!
True.
It's not gonna happen.
Everybody in chat, we have 45 people watching. Thank you. Only 17 likes. That thumbs up. This is not a new hair. I didn't cut my hair. It's just slicked back. I watched this one. I have long hair now, so I just slicked it back. Because it was a little one. Because it's been hot the last few days here in LA.
It's actually in frame today, James.
Yeah, it's in frame. Actually, it's in frame. It is in frame today. So it's just a slick back, but thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Hello, Will. Hello, guys. How you guys coming in here? Yes, the Giant Jinx is Jane Change as Sheila Carter. All right, so this storyline, we have to get to another story. Let's go to another storyline. It's like we talked about the storyline for like 40 minutes just now. We got another storyline to talk about. Okay, I know this is all for Tami. Okay, so number 2. This is a quick one. It's a little quickie because it wasn't that much. But it's making me pissed. I feel like I thought of Amanda this week because we know he's leaving.
I'm livid.
So now they're showing Ray all of a sudden this week. First with the Chance stuff, and then God, wow, look at him and Chelsea. She tried to kill him or whatever, and now they're good friends and like really true friends. Abby's like the true friends. I just really can't believe. So I'm like, don't build us up there because we know it's not going to last. And you can't build us up.
Okay, I'm really scared Okay, because Y&R loves to kill a kid. Okay, they love to take out a kid. I hope nothing happens on this trip with Connor.
Don't even say. Nope.
That is too much.
Nope. James, you're stopping it.
Woman.
James, you're stopping it right now. No.
I didn't.
Me neither.
No.
No.
Because
why are they making a big deal out of this, Tami?
No.
Because remember what Matt
said?
Yes, I know Matt said. I'm overruling it. I'm overruling it this week.
Overruled. Here's my thought. We know he's leaving the show. Something is going to happen to him, whether he goes undercover, which we don't think is going to be the case and has to leave, or anyway, he's leaving the show. And I feel bad because a big part of Chelsea's turning a corner to be a better person has been because of Ray.
Right.
And so when he's off the landscape, he's not going to have that support and that unconditional ear. So that's not going to be good for her.
Again.
Well, that's it. There's more possibility for her to go derailed again. Now, if something happens to her child, forget about it.
Well, somebody in chat room agrees. They thought that was going to happen to Ray and the kid.
Thank you. I don't know why y'all are getting mad. They kill kids in bush.
I know, but no.
Kids
okay, here's the thing.
Get her out of court. You've overruled.
Exactly. You're overruled. Sustain. Samantha Alfaro says Tammy's facial expressions are everything this week. And Shonda never used the word shrinkage to a man ever in life. Thank you. I said, I have no shrinkage issues. I just stick my hair back.
That was the first time I ever heard that term was in Seinfeld.
Yes, exactly right. Yeah, exactly.
Shrinkage.
It was cold. Yeah, the thing. So yeah, but Shonda said about my hair. So it was shrinkage change. You haven't picked it out. No, I haven't picked it out. But not shrinkage. I chose to lay it down. As I can.
Laying it down today.
Hey, I know how to lay it down, bitches. That's right. Here's the other thing that Ray said. Let's talk to Chance. See, they're setting it up. And that's why Matt's right. He goes, I know how it feels sometimes. When I see Sharon and the kids, I'm their stepdad. I'm not gonna be as close to Noah, Faith, and even Mariah. I don't say anything. No, I don't say anything. I just don't say anything. I'm working through it. And he goes, but Nick's not a bad guy though. And that's where Chance said the same thing about Devon, going, Devon, Abby have this thing. Devon's been there for him actually. So but when Ray said it, he goes, Nick's not a bad guy, or so he said something like that. It was like, ooh, they're setting that up. They're setting it all up, aren't they? Like Ray really feels this way.
I was crying. Oh, poor Ray, because he feels like an outsider. I was like, that's so sad. You know whose fault that is?
Whose fault is
Sharon's. Thank you. How about some boundaries, Tami? How about some boundaries? All the exes can just come on in.
They do.
Therapy, kiss her.
They do all the time. They do.
Ray's supposed to be cool with it.
They do. All the exes come through all the time. They do. They come through all the time.
Well, this answers our question because we have said time and time again that nothing will ever happen between Sharon and Nick as long as Ray's in the picture.
Yeah.
That won't happen.
Yeah.
Ray will never do anything to drive Sharon into Nick's arms, and Sharon would not just fall into Nick's arms. Him being off the landscape is going to drive her into Nick's arms.
Timestamps. That's what happened. So now we know that.
I'd fall right into those Nick arms. Okay, I don't blame her.
We understand the vortex, the Nick vortex. We get it.
I'm feeling faint.
Now they're all laughing at you, Amanda. Yes, in the chat room. Yes. So anyway, I just want to bring
Rook in the chat room says James calling Amanda and Tami bitches. What did I miss?
You miss a moment, you miss everything. You got to watch the show. Sharon's been married so many times she could be a cop now. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. I want to have a small scene. Also, another scene that just felt weird to me. I don't know, it just was weird. Even though she looked hot, Elena's setting up shop at the house there across the way. She has this black jumper. She looked a bomb. I was like, breast on point, hips on point, just long, just leggy, just like that short do, that Tami hairdo she had, all cute. I was like, okay, Brittany, sorry. Brittany's always hot anyway. She's beautiful. But I was just like, what a great outfit. And they had the R&B music playing in the background, the candles. But I'm sorry, it just feels weird to me to have Devon and Emma. Oh my God, we brought champagne or whatever. It just seems weird to me. That quadrangle was crazy, 2 years ago, a year ago. It's like, to me, it's just so weird. It's like, they're all just like, oh, we're hanging out together. I'm like, I'm like,
it is weird.
It was weird.
And then it's obvious that she's setting up like a romantic thing, right? And they're like, oh, are we interrupting? You should have been like, you know what? I'll take that. I'll tell Nate you brought it. Got plans. Bye. Thanks.
That's so funny. Exactly. I mean, especially we just want this before the show. If I'm about to get some sex, sorry, I'm you can't come in. Thanks for the drink. We'll talk to you later. Yeah, we'll say.
You know what, guys? But you know what? When Nate got home, he wasn't in any mood.
He sure wasn't.
So all that flowers and lighting and jumpsuit thing, it was all for naught. All for naught. Because his brain.
How long, Tami, she was doing her makeup, picking out her outfit for nothing.
For nothing, man.
She looked hot. She worked it out. Shoot. It was kind of funny. But yeah, because he had to talk with Billy because he's still pissed about the Ashton thing. I actually like this part of the story that he's still involved in it in some area. Now he thought he had a friendship, I guess. He really thought he had a friendship. I mean, either Elena was like, isn't that kind of weird? This billionaire must be your friend. Made me laugh a few weeks ago. But like, he's really hurt by this whole thing also. And I kind of like that. I kind of got that he has something else going on the side too. So I didn't
know that feeling you have whenever you really liked someone and you really trusted them and then they do something that hurts you or betrays you, that feeling you get when you're like, then you question yourself like, whoa, I thought I was a better judge of character. Like, I think he's going through all of those emotions.
And he doesn't have a lot of friends.
No, he doesn't.
If you are the type of person who doesn't have a lot of friends to begin with, when you do let someone into your circle and that happens, it's even more of a like, that's a dagger, by the way.
Just in case you didn't know, guys.
And what's funny is I thought it was kind of cool that Abby and Chelsea kind of had scenes together. It's been a long time. She goes, no, we're back to the Grand Phoenix. They're like, oh yeah, I forgot about all that. Like, okay.
I don't know. I can't pass forward from that.
And I thought it was very interesting. They were talking about that, kind of reminiscing and talking about their menses and how they're doing. So I'm like, okay, that's kind of cute. Yes, Cherie. Next week, the previews, Tarayam chose a Friday 13th to get married in May.
Of course he did.
It's right my birthday. My birthday's May 10th. They get married on the 13th. So
you know what that means? Something's gonna happen.
Hopefully, what's gonna mean is I'm gonna be there on set. Stay tuned because they said they'll keep me in the loop for anything wedding related. So I'm just gonna let you guys know that. But no, I thought I saw that on there. But no, okay. I also want to mention whiny Adam and supportive Sally. But I had the one point that made me laugh. I know this is the part. No, man, this part made me laugh. I'm gonna jump ahead just for a second. When he tells Victor his plans about the streaming service, blah blah blah, and he's just like, and basically Victor's unbothered, like, you know, this is temporary, right? I'm paraphrasing, of course. He's like, this is temporary. But then he heard him out, and when he said, go ahead and do it, Adam's just like Jack. Adam was like, I laughed so hard.
He was like, what?
Like, what? I love that Victor walks into his office. You notice this every time and sits in the chair. He always walks in, and Sally's always on the couch. You ever notice that also? She's always on the couch, kind of like just sitting there. And as I thought that's a strategic move right? That's something that the directors or whatever, they're doing a great job with that. So to make Adam always feel smaller. I started noticing that recently, going, wait a minute, that's right. He's going around and see, he's the one that's, I'm in charge, bitches, and you're over here, and then Sally's off to the side. Oh, it's kind of like, it's always like papers or something, or computers, it's always like kind of listening to what's going on. I just think it's very, very, very interesting. But when he said that, this was, I was like I can? Like, so, I mean, but I see now, Sean thinks Adam wasn't whining. I said, oh, he whines all the time. Not saying he's right or wrong, but he always whines. He's always whining. But see, Sally's been so far the grounding force. So I don't know what you guys think about that.
He's not whining, James.
Okay.
He is venting because he's always treated crappy. Okay. You know what? I'm tired of it. Okay. He saved Faith 3 times. 3. What else does he need to do?
He needs to save body parts times to make up for everything he's done in the past.
Well, how come Victoria can be totally horrible and it's all okay? Oh, she didn't mean to.
I want to address something really quick. Sorry, Luther. Actually, just so you know, because I know Eric Braeden personally. He actually boxes every day, so it's not about his age. It's not. I think it's actually very strategic. He actually is in very good shape. So just in case you didn't know
that Eric Braeden posted with his grandkids, little babies, when he's leaning and hugging them, his arms. You know me, my guns. I love the guns.
Yeah, no, the guns. She don't like the guns.
Braeden. I mean, like grand what? Look at those arms.
Grand what?
Oh.
No, so Eric actually works out. I know where he works out too. So I mean, he's actually in great shape. So it's not the age thing for him. Just that it really is, I think, a strategic thing that they're doing for him. I just want to make sure I say that loud because he posts things in the gym. He really does the gym stuff. So, but anyway, but yes, Amanda, wrong person. Adam. Amanda's always whining too. Adam's supposed to be kind of a little whiny. Like he's supposed to be kind of, it's like partially an outsider. He's the anti-hero, I think.
Partially.
Well, because they do because Victor's let him in a lot this year. He did. May not be the way Adam like it, but he did let Adam in on a lot.
He let him on the patio. Okay. Maybe he was allowed in the living room, the front room, okay, but that's it.
But to Adam's point, he did run the company successfully for a while.
Yeah, he did.
That is true.
That's true. Tell you rolled her eyes, she said it. Yes.
Well, I think he keeps doing these things because if I keep doing good things and you never acknowledge it, after a while, I'm over it. Now I'm going to do what I want. I'm going to go back to being bad.
Nick already had this conversation with Adam. He said, Adam, if you keep trying to get Daddy's approval, trust me, it's never going to work. Because every time he here's the bar of approval, kids. Every time you get to that bar, guess what? Daddy moves it. So you can't go in constantly trying to meet those expectations. That's on Victor.
Rook King says all the Newman family have committed crimes. I'm over them treating Adam like that. So you got somebody else support her, Amanda.
Yay! I'm not the only one.
No. Nick said to him, walk away.
Right.
You want to be happy? You got to walk away. And if you're not going to walk away, then
we can get to him. Sally's getting some good stuff in his ear, though. She's getting some good advice. She's look at her get sick in her head. She is.
Look. Every time Victor's there and Sally starts talking, I'm like, what are you doing? You don't talk to Victor, okay? You're not in the family. You talk to Adam. You go through Adam, and Adam will go to Victor. I'm like, oh my gosh, she's talking to Victor. I don't think she understands how Victor is.
Well, no, Rook King says, right, Tami, Victor loves his games.
Totally.
Luther says it's like Charlie Brown, the football.
Totally.
That's
why Charlie Brown always thinks that ball's not gonna get moved.
Well, see, that's the same thing he said about Victoria too. Remember this week also, Victoria is seeking the approval of her father also for a different reason. she feels like she failed. And so finally we got part of her plan finally. So it's about that. Okay, pre-plan. This is the last big storyline anyway of the show. We had a little bit of Billy doing a podcast on that. Okay. So Robert Newman, I'm just like, hello, Robert Newman. Hello, Robert Newman.
Right?
Ashlyn is playing this dance like it's just nobody's business. He is, and so my thing is he falling for Victoria's thing or not? I don't know if he's fully falling. I don't know. It seems a little too neat and tidy that he's kind of like, I think it's a little, it's like, because he hates Adam so much. I think they're both playing a cat and mouse game. And even though your man, Michael, Tami, your man, Michael, with the beautiful gray long hair, came in, he threw his jacket down, or he threw his jacket down.
I loved it. It was like a victory throw.
It was.
Like, I found it.
And he said there's a morals clause. So I thought interesting. And then they're like, Adam, you got to take the fall. I thought that's really funny because it could be anybody else really. Because even before that, it's just such a storyline. Even before that, when Nikki was talking to Victor, and I love the way she talks to him. She doesn't talk down to him or anything. She's just like, okay, honey, I know you. And you're testing Victoria. You're blaming Victoria. That's not fair. She's very calm about it. And he's like, no, I love it. No, you do. I know what you're doing, Victor. He's like, I know what you're doing. And because, you could put me in charge. I'm COO. It could have been me. And he didn't answer. He was like, He goes, you know what you're doing? You're sending her a message by putting Adam in charge. I was like, I love the writing's so good right now. I'm telling you, I love this part of the storyline.
I just had a brilliant idea, James. You need to do a live stream while watching Y&R. And every time those moments have you ding, 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 ding.
I know. Yeah.
You don't need to say anything. Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, I know, totally.
That would be freaking hysterical. Okay.
I know. But you know what I mean? It's crazy. Go ahead, Amanda.
So now I'm supposed to feel sorry for her. Okay. I'm sorry. Your brother who loves you your whole life came to your wedding, tried to help you, told you before what was going on.
Yep.
Billy and Lily came to your wedding to try to help you.
Yes.
Oh, no, you didn't want to listen to all the people who actually care about you. Okay. Love makes you blind. I know that. Okay. But come on. I'm supposed to now feel real sorry for her. See, I'm on Adam's side. Oh, now I'm supposed to cry for her because she let the wolf in.
Shree has a question for you, Amanda. Because your man Ray's leaving. Now you're an Adam fan, she said.
I'm in a mood today, guys. I'm fired up. You gotta watch Bold and the Beautiful next.
Woo! That's gonna be.
Oh God!
I'm scared to the show. I'm scared. For the fans, and Amanda, I'm scared. I'm scared to the show next. Anyway, so I was going to say, Tami.
So the moment, and this is when I sent you guys a text with the "Have you seen Y&R yet?" and with my little like horror face. The moment when Victoria suggests that Adam is the one who could possibly be framing Ashlyn, I literally went, oh my God, this is brilliant.
Yeah, it is.
This is like completely did not expect it to go in this direction.
Nope.
And the whole them not going to Italy, I thought she had planned it, but it was really Victor, which completely played into her plan anyway. It's like, oh my God, this is so good.
Yes.
She didn't have to lie to Ashlyn. Like her father really did meddle with the plane and them going to Italy.
Yeah.
So to your point, James, like, do you think Ashlyn's really falling for what she's saying? She's giving him truths as well as.
That's why I like this, because I want to be guessing to the very end. I want to be guessing because when he went, I laughed so hard when he sneaks over to Adam's office and pulls out white books.
See, that's when I thought, oh my God, maybe he doesn't believe Victoria.
Right.
I started to freak out, like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. He doesn't believe her, but he was really there. He's playing in Victoria's plan. He's hacking. Exactly. And I didn't know you could set up your laptop to get alarmed if someone's trying to.
Well, you can. Yeah, you can. Yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind.
Oh, well, you have to tell me how to do that.
Tammy's like,
he's like,
I didn't know that.
You know, Tami has corporate espionage. I got to tell her what's going on.
You just never know.
You want Ernie in there.
Right.
It's Finley I'm concerned about.
Finley, that's what
right.
It's Finley. That's hilarious. That's I lost my train of thought. That's hilarious. We need some dog support, some dog blocking support. That's hilarious. That's really just that's actually really
Tammy's gonna come in and he's gonna be watching cat videos.
Exactly. Exactly. He's all typing his paws. He's like, Mom, what? No. No, but yeah, so he was able to do all that. So he let him in. So now they're working together. The family. And Adam is the scapegoat, so to speak. So I think that's but you got Billy out there still too. Billy's still,
he's a wild card.
The wild card. So we can't let him forget him either. And we still don't know what Ashton, who knows? And we got Nate out there. We don't know what Ashton's really we don't know everything. So I'm really loving this
confrontation between Ashlyn and Michael. It was really fast.
It was very fast.
It was like really, really quick. Yeah. And I was like, I expected more of a reaction, but I guess he didn't want to get into it, I guess. But I expected more of a like.
Yeah. Carol Ann says, I think he was playing into her plan. Ashton has an agenda. Ethel says, look at Robert Newman's face scared the devil out of me when he went to Adam's office.
Totally.
Oh, God. I know. And Ashton, so folks who thought, Robert's saying, yeah, take that, bitches. He's doing just fine. You know how to do this role.
So okay. So help me with Adam's way of thinking. And Sally concurred, saying, okay, if you play along with this plan, you now have leverage.
Yes.
How does he have leverage when this?
Because he went on with the family. He went on with the family, and they can't say anything bad about him, so to speak. It's almost like that's his redemption. That I'm doing this for the family to help your Princess Victoria, and so now if I ask for something, you gotta give it to me.
Okay, and I did.
And he thinks he's gonna do a better job.
Yes.
Then he's gonna prove he can do it better than Victoria.
Exactly.
And I did because talk about wild cards. You think Billy's the wild card? I thought Adam's the wild card. Like he could blow this all up because he's so.
They both are.
But
what I'm saying, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I love the scene between Nick and Adam.
Yeah.
When Nick said, "Dude, let's just be clear about this," and you could see the little thoughts in Adam's like, right.
Billy and Nick when they had their talk, and they both are kind of like, Victoria is smart though. She's smart. Like they were trying to reassure themselves, like, well, no, she's smart. Like she wouldn't. They both know her. So it's kind of like, I mean, it's just. But Sean's like, how much redemption does one need? My goodness. So she's not man aside. She's not man aside with family. My thing is just, I think in his brain though, that's what it is. Like if he does this and does it super well, ta-da! You know what I mean. And that's everybody can't say no.
Yeah, because he wants them to be like, yay, Adam, you're welcomed in,
Oh,
and
I gotta say,
that's so good.
Right, and I forgot earlier in the week, once again, every time Adam brings up Harrison, Robert Newman, Ashlyn stops, he turns around and gives the look of death.
I cannot believe he went there again.
He's poking the bear, Tami.
He is. And I just thought when he does that, that's when it hits him. He's like, ooh. Like Jack just said when he said that, did you also do that with your son? And blah, blah. I'm like, when Diane went there, I guess sometimes just once when she went there, I was like, oh my God. Because Peter broke his face. I was just like, that's a real reaction. That's like I know it's not for him real, but like, that's a real reaction. This one said to me, excuse me, my son just died, and you're throwing that in my face. And trying to compare it. Oh my! There are so many layers to that answer to him that I'm so glad Phil's just like, no, time to go. Like, nope, time to go. Not gonna do that. So yes. And also I give a shout out to Leopardess who's on here. who did a beautiful piece of fan art of me yesterday. It's posted on Twitter and on my Instagram. You can see it. I'll post it on the Bone Beautiful Instagram.
Oh, cool.
Wine R page. But she did a beautiful portrait of me, which I'm very flattered. I was showing people. My friends are like, "You get fan art?" I guess I do. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. I think I told you already online, but I will. I didn't see you in the chat room, so I will do that. So anyway, so that's kind of nice.
Oh, congratulations, Candace.
Okay, is Candace in it still?
Congrats.
It
wasn't there? Yeah, Candace also is the ISA award winner, Candace Mack. So yes, I don't know where she is now, but anyway, so well, that's our show, because we actually did over 6 minutes. We actually covered it, because mostly.
I want to talk more about Jack and Phyllis and Diane.
No more, Tami. Time's up. We have to go to that show. We have to talk about next. So, folks, come on at about 11:15 or so, 11:20. I have to change shirts and do a couple things. So we will be here for Bone Beautiful next, kids. It's gonna be, oh my God, I'm scared. I'm scared. But we're gonna do it. You can follow them where you can follow them.